Namaste. My name is Parvani Dawar and I'm a passionate early childhood educator based in India. Currently, I am the headmistress of Shishukunj Preschool in Indore, India. I hold a British Cash Level 3 diploma in childcare and education. I'm also the Indore chapter territory head of the Early Childhood Association of India, a 100 ambassador, and a member of the Storytelling, Education and Arts Council. I'm thankful to the Creative Council of Education Finland for providing me this opportunity as I share my experiences and expertise on adapting the ECE curriculum in the new normal. Not since World War II have so many countries around the world seen schools go into lockdown around the same time and for the same reason. The global response to the coronavirus disease 2019 has changed daily life in many ways for many people. Yet, child development has not paused. Supporting children, families, and care providers is as important as ever. The impact of the pandemic will be far reaching. What might it mean in the longer term for early childhood education? For early childhood educators, the COVID-19 pandemic is a quintessential adaptive and transformative challenge, one for which there is no pre-configured playbook that can guide appropriate responses. We must swiftly design responses with specific contexts in mind as the pandemic runs its course. The early childhood education curriculum has to be envisioned to prepare children for a future nobody knows of. Recommended indicators of effectiveness that entwines curriculum and pedagogy includes the following. Children learn best by exploring and thinking all sorts of phenomena. As such, children need to be active in their learning, not just cognitively, but also physically, socially, and artistically. Effective curriculum ensures that important concepts are taught through projects, everyday experiences, collaborative activities, and an active curriculum. The goals of the curriculum should be clearly defined, shared, and understood by each and every adult who has a stake in the children's learning, like the families, the teachers, program administrators. The curriculum and related teaching strategies should be designed to help achieve the goals in a unified and a coherent way. The implementation of the curriculum relies primarily on teachers and the nature of teacher-child interactions. Teachers' engagement with children allows them to regularly assess each child's progress and make adjustments in the classroom if necessary. Effective pedagogical and assessment strategies rely to a larger extent on the teacher's experience levels and the educational background. To support effective teaching, the curriculum should be linked to an ongoing professional development for teachers. The curriculum should be based on evidence that is developmentally, culturally, and linguistically relevant for children who will experience the curriculum. It should be organized around principles of child development and learning. The content and implementation of the curriculum should build on children's prior individual, age-related and cultural learning, should be inclusive of children with disabilities. It should support the knowledge that children gain from their families and communities. It should also support children whose home language is not English so that a solid base for later learning is built. In spite of the pressure to emphasize language, literacy, mathematics, the curriculum should encompass all areas of development, including the children's physical health, well-being, motor development, social and emotional development, their approaches to learning, language development, cognition, and general knowledge. Rather than adopting a didactic school-based approach in which each subject is taught distinctly at separate times, curricula in the early years care and education should explicitly integrate learning across domains. Increasingly, policymakers, practitioners are concerned with improving children's learning experiences. This concern is manifest in the increased attention to a systemic and systematic approach to accountability that sets specific learning outcomes, guidance on what content to deliver to young children, and the assessment procedures that document children's progress. However, attending to each independently is insufficient. The effective curriculum is well aligned with the standards and assessments. Robots, artificial intelligence, automation are no longer the stuff of science fiction movies. The shift in what the workforce needs is already underway, and it will continue to grow much larger in the future. All around the world, leaders, governments, industries are debating the future of work and the changes brought by technology and automation. In the future, here are 4 attributes that will be most critical for our children to learn so that they become successful in their adult life. Passion, a calling, something that jolts us out of bed every morning. The most valuable resource of humanity is the persistent and passionate human mind. So, creating a future of passionate children is so very important. Curiosity is something innate in children, yet something lost by most adults during the course of their life. Why? In a world of Google, robots, and AI, raising a child that is constantly asking questions and running what if experiments can be extremely valuable. Entrepreneurs and visionaries imagine the world they want to live in and then they create it. Children happen to be some of the most imaginative humans around. It's critical that they know how important and liberating imagination can be. In a world flooded with often conflicting ideas, baseless claims, misleading information, learning the skill of critical thinking helps find the signal in the noise. The principle is perhaps the most difficult to teach children. Grit is defined as passion and perseverance in pursuit of long-term goals. It has been recently widely acknowledged as one of the most important predictors of and contributors to success. Teaching children not to give up, to keep trying new ideas for something that they are truly passionate about achieving is extremely critical. I strongly believe that this disruption has been constructive, progressive, collaborative, and soul-stirring for every stakeholder involved. It has brought about a systemic shift where early childhood education has evolved from a teaching culture to a learning culture. We are presently in the refresh and reset mode. Let us co-create principles and practices to better prepare our young learners for what the future might hold. Thank you for watching. Namaste.